Can you tell us about Asar, Aset, and Haru? Who are they?
That's a story that I can spend an hour talking about, but I'll condense it to three minutes. Asar, Aset, and Haru is the foundational mythology of ancient Kemet. Every culture, every civilization is rooted in myths. Myths, every religion is rooted in a mythology, whether they acknowledge it or not. So myths have a way of transferring knowledge and information beyond time and space and beyond the limitations of personality. So the foundational myth of ancient Kemet, the oldest documented civilization known to mankind, is the story of Asar, who came from the south, Kush particularly. And actually, within the Ethiopian traditions, they have an Asarian story that preceded the Kemetic story by at least 4,000 to 5,000 years. But Asar is the person who was responsible for uniting the two lands of Kemet, establishing the first nation state. He is said to have introduced agriculture, the means by which he could feed the people of his nation, and spiritual traditions. Asar then married a beautiful African woman by the name of Aset, who was his co-regent. Asar, after he established the nation of Kemet, then decided that he was going on a mission within the continent of Africa to bring his knowledge, to share his knowledge with others, to lift them out of darkness. And he left his queen, Aset, to run their nation in his absence. This act angered Asar's brother Set, who felt that he should have been left in charge. Set ultimately murdered Asar, and in one of the stories, dismembered his body and scattered it into, shattered his body into 14 different pieces and scattered them throughout the land. Aset went searching for the missing parts of Asar's body. Now let me give you some context. This story is at least 6,000 years old. There's a version of this story in Ethiopia that is 10,000 years old. So Aset went searching for the missing parts of Asar's body. She found 13 of the 14 parts of Asar's body. As she found each body part, she washed it, she anointed it with oils, and she literally laid his body parts on the table, and Aset literally remembered Asar, and then wrapped his body in bandages, thus creating the first mummy in recorded history. It took her 70 days to complete the process of finding Asar's body and preparing his body for burial. So 70 days became the time frame for the process of mummification in Egypt for the next 3,000 years. That's how important this myth is. Before Aset buried her husband, she grieved as any wife would grieve because she was about to bury the man that she loved.